Hello Ds and hello Benidorm lovers, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. We are in Benidorm town, right next to the Hotel Pueblo Benidorm, where the Sundays and Wednesdays market is located, and we are heading towards the British Street, towards the famous Gerona Street. It is evening time. It's past 5 p.m. It is Sunday, and it was a market. You can tell by the streets, can't you? Because there's quite a lot of things flying around. It's been windy today in general, but we are here to show you what the atmosphere is like, because today there is a very important game, which is Finland versus England. So obviously a lot of people will be heading to the bars, to pubs, wherever you get big screens, and we'll be probably seeing the match, especially all the football fans. A lot of places are closed right now. It is Sunday, which is strange. The typical fish and chips breakfast, typical English breakfast, beans and toast, eggs and toast, starters, extras, menu, best sirloin steak, $14.50. That's not expensive at all. This is cheap. Comparing with a lot of places here in the area, this is definitely cheap. The thing is that it's closed today. If it wouldn't be the race chippy, there is a second one. A lot of people did tell us there's two race chippies. One of them is in the old town, which is the oldest one, and then there's this one right here. But it is closed for some reason today. Not the only one, I must say. Probably because it's not the peak summer season any longer. Here, slightly further on, we start seeing already some people. This new Brodie. This is new one, isn't it? People are just waving. This is new place. Hello, snack menu, bread with something. It's like a bread. I think it's called. It's reduced, like translated like bread, isn't it? Something similar. And probably it's a nice place because there's quite a lot of people inside. This is a good indicator of how well they treat their clients, on how good the food is, the price range. If there are people on the terrace, if it is busy, probably it's a good place where to go. This street was extremely busy today in the morning because it was the market, the Sunday's market right now here in Rincon de Loix, but now it's quite quiet. Benidorm Palace here, the aire, the air. We've had the water already. We've had the earth. Now we have the air and fire. I think we've also had previous years. Let us know. I've seen just the previous two, but the fire, I don't think we actually did. But maybe it existed already, because now it's air's turn. Benidorm Palace is one of the very, very famous here in the area, one of the best dinner shows. You can grab some dinner or only drinks and snacks and enjoy a few hours show right here in Rincon de Loix. Lovely place, very popular amongst tourists during their holidays. Some nice Indian place here, the curry house. Two people, $44.99. So it's basically 22 something for a person. That's not bad if you get enough of it, which, knowing how Indian meals are, usually it's quite enough of food for two people. And here we can see slightly more movement already. Wow, this is a difference from the beginning of the street towards the end of it, coming close to the Gerona Street. This is a huge difference. And even on Sundays, this market, by the way, is open, the supermarket for cold drinks, and the other one, the one stop for drinks and snacks and some souvenirs. All of this is open because it's a very touristic area. So it's obvious that here we're going to be having more movement throughout the weekend, especially, and it just doesn't make any sense to close on a Sunday evening, because that's when a lot of people will be outside enjoying their holidays. And here we have already Uncle Peds, which is a very famous place here. Uncle Peds Sports and Uncle Peds, like a regular bar, I suppose. And in between them, there's Patty Bros that offer hamburgers, snacks, different types of plates. I suppose because Uncle Peds is not offering any of these. So it might be a good combo, actually. This whole terrace is full of people. There are announcements still because it's still slightly early. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Spanish time, but it's around 5:15, 5:20, which means that still 40 minutes to go, but everyone are ready for it already here on the terrace. By the way, for all those who are curious what the weather is looking like, you can see it by yourselves. This is how tourists are walking right now in Benidorm town. Still shorts, still open shoes a lot of the times, even slippers, flip-flops, t-shirts, sleeveless dresses, no jackets whatsoever, no nothing like this. It was quite warm on the sunshine, around 27 degrees. Look at this. Look at how busy it actually is right now. It is insane. By the way, they also have entertainment here in Uncle Peds, if I'm not wrong. Not every day, probably now outside of a summer season, but vast majority of the days, especially weekends, definitely do so. Riviera Hotel has a luck to have some more sunshine, whilst on the other side there's shade already. They have some happy hours, which is why it is really busy. There's some nice offers on drinks on buckets, so why not to stay on the terrace that remains sunny for slightly longer amount of time. Outside the sunny parts of the city right now that is not covered from the shade of the skyscrapers and big buildings, it will be slightly chilly starting from 9 p.m. That is a usual thing in October. That is more than normal. During the day might be 27, and then in the evening might drop up until 21, 22, 23 maybe. At night around 13 degrees, and early in the morning it is quite chilly a lot of the times. But by midday, all of that just vanishes and it's great summer weather still here. People are just waving at us. Oh, look at that. Bucket deals, 5 for 10 euros, for 8 euros. Between 8 and 11 or 12 euros, I would guess, is the price for 5 of anything here in this area in a bucket, okay, like a bucket price. 150 Estrella Damm, which is like a smaller bottle of beer. Not bad at all. 150, it's not a bad price. We did not see so many people here, with an exception of Uncle Peds in the Riviera Hotel. Rosa Mar out here too, fully functioning, fully working, finished all the refurbishments, all the works are done and over, and it is open to their guests. It changed quite a lot and the new building is looking lovely. For those of you who do not know, Rosa Mar has refurbished completely the main building, the only building that it was. And after that, they decided they would add some more rooms and available accommodation options, which are brand new. They didn't have these before, so they've closed back again, and they were under refurbishment for quite some time. There, due to storm, due to weather and wind, maybe, or just because things happen, one part of the building just collapsed when it was being built, when it was still in process. So they've made sure that it's all safe and good to go, and now it's a brand new loveliest building here, right in the heart of the night entertainment in Benidorm town. We are on the Gerona street already, right next to the Morgan's Tavern. This is a very popular place for it. They're full of entertainment, of night shows, of tributes. It is a very popular place amongst British due to the Benidorm series, as you all might know, but it's not the only one. Last Stop Sports Bar as well is getting quite popular. All these places, they have some good deals. These are not fancy places whatsoever, but these are iconic, almost part of Benidorm's history places that you must visit during your holidays here. And it's just a good old place where you're able to go for a nice drink and some entertainment. So prices here more or less remain the same. Oh, look at that. Here they've already put some pre-match football for all those who are waiting for it. Here the screens are on. This is Waikiki, by the way, which is located right next to the Hotel Riudor. We love Riudor personally. A lot of people don't like the outdoor spaces that they've left because they say the pool now is smaller. It might be the case, but take into consideration that if you're coming in summer, the vast majority of people are not by the pool, they are at the beach. So it is not something that probably would define a hotel for many people. due to this reason, because the beach is just a few steps away, and it's fully refurbished as many other hotels by now are in Benidorm. It has a nice decoration, nice touch to it. The service is great as well, and it was nicely priced. At least it was like this last year. This year, all the hotels increased their prices, not only in Spain but everywhere else in the touristic destinations. Benidorm wasn't the one who increased them the most, so might still be a good option to come. John and Joseph's will love this place. They have some nice meals, nice food, nice drinks, and overall a very, very good service, I must say. If you didn't try it out just yet, check it out. Here we have another bar. This is the Wild Duck. The Wild Duck place, and this is a sports bar, live music one. They have giant screens, around 8 screens as they say by themselves, which is quite a lot. So for all the sports fans, this might be a great place where to go. Gerona Street, or the British Street, aka, you all know that it is packed with entertainment, with tributes, with shows, with concerts, live music. There's exchange places. There's shops where you can purchase something themed, like for St. Patrick's Day or for fancy dress party, magnets, souvenirs, drinks, snacks, whatever you need for the beach. Western Saloon is also here, one of the iconic places on the Gerona Street, which is almost always busy. Don't get me wrong, it's in one of the most popular places you can go. Even Spanish who travel to Benidorm on holidays, they're curious to see why the hype, why so many fans of Western Saloon, and they're coming here to enjoy the evening just to see what is it actually looking like and what is the atmosphere. The Hotel California, really busy. The terrace too, all the screens are on, probably for the same football match. People are getting some nice cocktails. It is still warm. It is nice outside on the terraces, and you can tell this looks like a typical summer day, except that it is almost mid-October, and this is the atmosphere that you might expect on weekends. Probably during the week, it will not be as busy here on the British Street, but towards the weekend, starting from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it might be very, very nice here outside, especially because all the main entertainment is on. A lot of music can be heard from here. We even need to lower the voice the tiniest bit, because if not, you won't be able to hear what we have to say. The music is quite loud, but this is the typical atmosphere out here. So if you're looking for a quieter place for your holidays, maybe that will not be the best idea to stay here by the Gerona Street, because it is almost always busy. There's almost always music out here, with the exception of early morning and first part of the morning. The rest, full of music and very, very nice. People are celebrating. Look at that. People have their birthdays. There's bridal showers, stag parties, maybe divorce showers, whatever it is. But this area always attracts a lot of people. It is unique in Benidorm town, and it doesn't mean it is bad. There are so many nice things happening here, so many concerts and live shows, that it's just a part of Benidorm. We hope you enjoyed today's short walking tour down Benidorm on Sunday, right before the important match of Finland versus England. Bye, dears.